Good evening, welcome everybody. This is the Double S Project Fantasy Football Show. I am your host with the least, Previn Taylor, owner, Uppity Ninjas, and you know what this bag means. With me tonight, the center of the Double S Project universe, Pete Double S Dukes, owner of what happened here? Owner, still laughing. What's wrong, man?
It's
Go ahead,
all
man.
good. But nah, you good, man.
Owner of the Crossfaders.
You could at least spelt the name right, the
And
team right, man. At
That's
least.
why it's a bad team, dog. It's got to have it misspelled.
I mean, they ain't got to be illiterate. I mean, the team don't have to be illiterate.
it's worth the
Jeez.
team is illiterate.
The team is illiterate
Who is
and
our
they can't
I
spell.
mean,
third
one thing your team underperformed. Now you're
illiterate?
saying they're just plain.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Not as stupid.
Anyway, keep
That's
going,
right.
man.
That's right. Who is our third participant here tonight? Our third panelist,
Uh,
Lenise,
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
the
The lady,
lovely Lenise Lady Robinson. Yeah, yeah.
owner of
She got
One
no
Too
banner
Many.
tonight, so the rest of it, yeah.
what's up? Yeah.
Owner One Too Many. I have a janky connection or something. It's not working for me, the banner.
Okay.
Sorry.
How well, banner aside, how we do this week?
Oh, we lost again. We lost again.
Lost again.
Again.
We
All right.
again. I am a strong 1-3 in the league. I started out hot, and I duly notated I recall telling everybody my running backs were epic fail. If this proceeded, it was or continued, it was going to be all bad for my fantasy team. It has, and it is.
Would you like a bag?
all of that, all of that.
She does not need a bag.
I do not
Stop
You
want a
don't
it.
need a
bag.
bag.
No,
She do
no,
The
not need
bag
a
of
no.
bag.
shame.
I do not want a bag. I'm actually going to go Mike Tomlin and have a real stern talking to my team and
There you
tell
go.
them if they
Okay.
don't get on board, they won't be here next week. Letting them
Yeah, you go ahead and start cutting them.
know.
And
Already in the
he gonna pick them
process.
up.
Already,
Well, I
already
can't do
worked
no
the,
worse.
already worked the waiver. Well, no, not really. Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
number one in priority. I'm number two. So
Okay. I mean, okay, yeah. I'm winless still, but I all I gotta say is how come I could not have played Lenise the last 2 weeks?
you
Yeah.
ran up on me that first week. Worked well for me. I got to win.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crossfaders
let me
won.
go on to of course the Crossfaders won with
Yeah,
Peyton
because they
No,
had
Manning
that's
and
not no. Of course. No, I want an interesting stat when I was looking at the scores. Yes, I'm putting up probably 130, 140 a week. My team is pretty good, and I actually lost putting up 130, 140 a week last week.
hmm
I have the most points in the league, but I'm also like giving up the second most. So I get the best of everybody's team every week. So I gotta put up
not
140 a
mine.
week. Well, we'll get to
You
that.
didn't get mine.
Yeah, you
You
still
didn't
put
get
over
mine.
100. Don't even try it.
Oh,
Yeah.
barely. Like 101. What was it? Let's go to
Yeah.
take a quick look at the results. Week 4 results. They're in. Um, Dollar Bills. They take their first loss of the season to the Pimp City Hustlers, 131 to 147. Black Caesar comes up short to the hot. My God, look at that.
Comes up. I was about to say comes
Hot
up
Tamales,
short. You beat
180
Comes up
points. That's all
short.
that Drew
Comes up.
Brees to.
They
like
got
you didn't even
stepped
play.
on. I was about to say they got stepped on.
Got treated
And
like
by
the
the
Giants when
and
the
by the
Giants
way,
came to Carolina.
that's the last 2 weeks for Jason. That's about
Oh
160
man.
average for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. That's
he's hot
all
right
Drew
now.
Brees and
He's
Jimmy
hot.
Graham right there.
That's all you need.
Yeah, yeah. Well, um, yeah. That's all you need. Forget Tom Brady. The Crossfaders getting the win against Naptown Domer, 150 to 128, and the Dream Team versus One Too Many.
They're on the board.
Well, there it is. You know,
On the
yeah,
board.
yeah, they registered. Fox, the Foxglove Boys. Hey, Uppity Ninjas went to the warehouse and barely made it back out,
Yeah.
112 to 98, and that was yeah. So the misery continues. Thank you very much. Standings in the new division, which everybody sees as Division One, but Lanice named it the new Division New. Dollar Bills still at the top at the 3-1 record. Hot Tamales. But let's face it, with that point output there, the Hot Tamales is really the top team. Plus, they're on the 3-game win streak. Black Caesar holding strong at 500. The Dream Team at 1-3, and well, Lanice, you got to win. That's all that's important. You know, you don't have
No, no,
zero.
really, it's not.
At
I
the
really want to do
hotness,
better. I want to do better. I need to go on a two game win streak so I can get to 500. Try to tighten this up in the middle of the season so I can finish strong.
yeah.
That's what I'm focusing on. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we'll
Okay.
see.
In the hotness division, Crossfaders and Pimp City kind of running away with this thing. Well, no, not quite. Naptown at 500, only one game back, and the Foxglove Boys, the Warehouse, still hanging in there in the picture. There's only one team that's out of the picture. We know who that is. The Bagheads.
You're 2 games out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, that's all. That's all it is. Okay. Hey, we got something a little different this week. The first quarter of the season is up, so we were talking about it last week and said, hey, let's do a little of first quarter awards, the best and the worst of the Double S Project League. So I took to the website and took a look around, and let's face it, the first quarter, the best of, that was real easy to come up with. It's, strictly on fantasy points. If you got a lot of points, you win, right? So I'm going through the Al Del Greco all double S team. The greatest player of all time, Al Del Greco. You don't remember that commercial?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You who watch more commercials than anybody I know.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you're talking about. That's why I shook my head.
Okay,
It
the
wasn't
Al
a
Del
shake of,
Greco.
it wasn't a shake of head that I didn't know. It was a shake of head of
Okay.
anyway.
A sad acknowledgement. The Al Del Greco all double S team, starting with, of course, Peyton Manning, ringing in at 211 points in just 4 games. At running
That's
back,
it?
huh?
Nothing. I
Yeah,
said
right,
that's it.
exactly. 211 in one game. There we go. At running back, we've got the top two are Adrian Peterson and Jamal Charles
No,
at 81 and 82 points respectively. Yeah,
yeah, no
that's it.
surprise. No surprise there.
Yeah. Demarius Thomas at the wide receiver with 76 points. And as no surprise to his owners, Victor Cruz, 77 points. Tight end, and it wasn't even close, Jimmy Graham, 93 points. Best kicker so far is Matt Prater, the third Bronco on the list, 49 points.
Right.
Best defense might surprise some. Hey, look, that's kind of what I'm getting at with the kicker. Keep this in mind. Kicker with 49 points. Just keep that in mind. Best defense might surprise some folks. The obvious guess would be Seattle. It's not. It's actually Kansas City.
Kansas City. And yeah,
Kansas
I should
City.
have picked them up. But anyway.
Yeah. So that was all pretty obvious, but what's probably going to be more interesting, especially to those of you who own some of these players or went early on some of these players or even went somewhere in the mid rounds hoping to, fortify the meat of your roster. We have the Braylon Edwards All T's Award.
Keep going,
Braylon
man.
Edwards All T's team,
Oh God.
starting with Colin Kaepernick.
I
At
can.
quarterback, Colin Kaepernick, yes.
Yeah, but
85 points, but keep this, yeah. He got 65% of those 85 points in the first week.
First week.
Yep.
So,
First week.
yeah, in the first week. So, yeah. At running back, Alfred Morris, There could be some dispute here, but he's got 40 points. Um,
Yeah, he just decides he
at
does
the
that.
other running back
Yeah,
spot,
yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. At the other running back, I mean, keep this in mind. At the other running back spot, we have my own personal pain there, the muscle hamster. Last week, Pete said, "Don't give up on the muscle hamster yet." Well,
Hey man, these
23 carries for 30 something yards, whatever it was.
teams are terrible, man. Teams are
Man,
terrible.
they
I
are
didn't know it was gonna be
awful.
that. I didn't know those teams were gonna be that bad, man. Who knew?
Who
No,
knew?
nobody could have known these guys were going to be this bad.
True.
Tampa Bay, thank you very much. Um, wide receiver, there's just lots of wide receivers that went early to kind of like from round 4 on out through 7 that people
Mhm.
might have been counting for to be their second and third wide receiver, and they just haven't rounded out yet. Like for example, Greg Jennings, 43 points, and here's one that even though he had a big night last night, Marquise Colston, 44 points. Um, you could probably come up with a laundry list of disappointing tight ends, but I'm picking the one off my roster, Jared Cook, 41 points.
Nah, that's not.
And
Nah, don't do that to him, man.
now, look, he's
I
brailing those
could give you.
resolve twos. You look at him, you think about putting him in the lineup.
I can give you a better one, Jermaine Gresham. Jermaine Gresham was put out there, hyped up. He was gonna be this. He was gonna be that.
Well,
Jermaine
I mentioned in
Gresham.
the preview show, Tyler Eifert
No, I
worried
know,
me
I
that Jermaine
know,
Gresham was
I
concerned.
know they have another. I know they have the other guy, but the other guy was not hyped up to the point of
I
fantasy.
was I was thinking Eifert, but maybe I
Go, go
should have
look
took
at
him
that.
instead of
I'm
Jared
just
Cook.
saying the average draft, Jermaine Gresham went a
Was
lot
hype up.
faster than
Yeah,
Tyler
he was.
Eifert.
He was all the
Okay,
hype this year. And
Pissed
okay.
me
after
off.
Jimmy Graham, he got all the hype for a
He's
tight
so
end.
athletic. He's so lean and
I
leaky and can
okay.
block and boo boo whatever. Let's
So
go.
lean. Hey, look, I got an 0 and 14, but I wasn't seeing that one. But what do I know? I'm 0 and 4. Um, I don't think you can really have a bad kicker, so there's no kicker that'll tease you into putting him in the lineup and letting you. You got a bad kicker?
No,
Anybody got a bad kicker?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know I had a kicker.
I was
yeah,
about to say I
exactly. You
don't.
don't need a kicker.
Kickers almost drafted Mr. Irrelevant in most leagues, so I got nothing.
Yeah, but when you have a good one, you know. But we do
Well,
have
a lot
bad
of people tend to
defenses.
a lot of people tend to jump on like the Janikowskis of the world and the I can never say the last name of that kicker out there with the Patriots, whatever his name is, Godagoski, whatever his name
Megatron
is.
and
Accurate.
Yeah,
Gaskowski
so they'll
and
jump on those. So if they, I don't. As far as points goes, if they're not worthy of the draft position, then you can consider it disappointing. But who cares?
yeah. But Gaskowski's a real trap because that's all extra points.
Pretty much,
Or at
that's
least
what I
before this
mean.
year.
And that's where the disappointment
Yeah,
comes
that's
in.
all
It's
extra
like you're trying
points.
to figure out what team will give you extra points versus the actual field goal. So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so while you don't have bad kickers, you do have disappointing defenses, and that's also on my roster. The Bengals, who ain't stopping nobody, ain't sacking nobody, ain't getting no turnovers. 60 points in 4 games.
I can give you another one.
So,
I'm not sure what the
shoot
stats
my,
are, but I know
go ahead now.
I know the Redskins defense was hyped up just a little bit,
It was.
and we see what's happening with
Just a
that.
little bit. I was scared to death of them dudes. I
Yeah,
was
Uh-huh.
scared of them dudes. I'm gonna be
but
honest.
they were drafted. I look back, they were drafted as within the top 10 of a lot of drafts,
They
and
were.
I bet you a lot of people right now.
Mm.
I put it this way: I bet you a lot of them on waivers right now.
Yeah.
Waivers.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
Jim
sure.
Jim
Owned by
Haslett did not
owned
did
by
not get the
0.1
job
percent.
done. Haslett has not gotten the job done
No,
right
he's
now.
not.
That
No,
if you see people dropping the Washington's defense and picking up the Saints, at the beginning of the season that you'd have been like, "Are you kidding me?" And now it's like, "Oh yeah, go
yeah,
get the Saints."
go get the
Yeah, go
Saints.
get the Saints.
Don't get the Saints.
Yeah, go get the Saints. Let's take a look at next week's matchups for Week 5, the schedule as we move into the second quarter of the season.
Yeah, I got them up right
And I
here.
think Pete, you got that up right now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you got Black Caesar going up against Naptown Donor. Both teams 2-2, both on a 1-game losing streak. The next matchup would be Dollar Bills, first place in their division. Tiebreaker with points going up against Miss Lady Lanice, one too many, who needs to
Boy.
stop her epic 3-game losing streak right now.
Yes. Somebody stop the bleeding.
Somebody.
She don't know
Pimp
nothing
City
about a streak.
Pimp City Hustlers, ever since I beat them in the first week, they ran off 3 in a row. They're 3-1 going up against the Uppity Ninjas. Oh, yeah, that's you, Prav. And, yeah, you do have the longest streak of the 4 games because we've only played 4 games. Hot Tamales at 3-1 going up against the Dream Team at 1-3. Dream Team getting their first win. Let's see if they can keep going. But Hot Tamales is, like I say, the last 2 weeks is putting up about 160 on average. Ooh. And my boys, the Crossfaders, at 3-1, first place in our division, going up against the Fox Club boys, kind of a family rivalry, cousins versus cousins. So we'll see how that turns out. And
Blood is thicker than water until fantasy football is involved.
hey, I hope Peyton Manning throws 8 touchdowns. That's
Oh,
whatever.
wow.
There you go.
Let it bleed. Let it bleed. So there you go.
Hey, we got any thoughts before we sign off tonight for next week?
Next week? Hmm.
No, not for next
Yeah.
week. I think you got. Well, I will put this out there. You got bye weeks coming up. We had one this past week. I know a lot of people lost Aaron Rodgers for the week, so some of those teams probably maybe took an L. And or if you had Randall Cobb or some of the Packers that put up some numbers. So
Yeah.
Jordy Nelson. But yeah, watch your bye weeks and make sure you're paying attention to who also gets cut. I saw a situation where someone had Mr. Josh Freeman on a team in another league and didn't realize his backup was on a bye. So he got caught out there with no quarterback this week. So pay attention to those things, people. Pay attention.
Ooh.
Bye weeks and cuts. Pay attention.
Well, you know what? You was in trouble for having Josh Freeman on the roster in the first place.
As your starter.
No, he wasn't. No,
As
that's
your
the point.
backup.
No, that's the
He
point. He was
wasn't?
his backup. His starter was Cam Newton. The Carolina
Oh.
Panthers was on a bye, and then he lost Josh Freeman on Thursday and didn't pay attention to it. So just pay attention to your just pay attention.
So bad.
Yeah.
And if you have more than one fantasy team, check all of them. Check all of them.
Please.
I really did fall victim to the one too many this weekend because had a little drama going on Sunday, and I was running through all my fantasy lineups to make sure everything was set. And I thought I had set all of them, and then I got home Sunday night and looked at this league and was like, he's not supposed to be starting. He's supposed to be on the bench.
Hey, everybody.
Didn't save that one. So,
hit the submit button in the corner. Submit.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Submit button in the corner.
It is crucial.
If you're on your phone or your tablet, know how to use the app.
It automatically saves if you're on your phone. But I was on the laptop, and I thought
football on your phone. Football on
it
your
was
phone.
up. I thought I had saved it. I closed it, shut it down, ran to work, and got home and was like, "This is all bad, real bad, Michael Jackson." So there you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
My thought before we bid adieu, time to give up on the muscle hamster. Hey.
Go for it.
Hey, that's it for us tonight. Hey, be sure to check us out on our YouTube channel, the Double S Project YouTube channel. We have one now, your central location to get all the Double S Project you will ever need and then some. Also, be sure to check out the Double S Project, the Double S Project, the thing that makes it all work for us. And good luck to all of y'all out there, and good evening.
Good night.
Good night.